inviting you to gently close your eyes and feel how different that is to come into this intention of meditative moment just because our eyes are closed. And as it is, like when we hold those bubble things, that you turn upside down and then it snows. Those little plastic dome things that you get in tourist shops. Just feeling how that is with our eyes shut, as if all that snow is just falling down. All of the energies and the stimulations of our life with eyes open, allowing that flurry to happen, that snowing to happen inside us. Feeling into the container that's receiving this flurry. Whether it's gentle or more agitated, however it is, just this settling, slowing down in this container, inside this body now. And without going too far into what's going on, just feeling the general atmosphere. Maybe a bit of shaking here, a bit of relaxedness over there, whatever is happening, just feeling that in a whole body feeling inside our dome. We've shaken up and then we've put it down. Breathing in slowly, and then feeling that tiny pause at the end of the breathing in and then breathing out. Tiny pause and breathing in. Just coming into an awareness without forcing our breath. Just gently feeling those moments of being up at the pause, letting go of the breath, little pause before we take another breath. Maybe your body, heart, mind feels like no pausing and just naturally goes into a regular breathing in, breathing out with no holding at the top or the bottom. With each breath completely different, if that's what you feel like your body wants. Finding where your hands are comfortable, whether that be on your thighs or on your heart, turned up or turned down. And just how is it to really give yourself to just these few moments of breathing in and breathing out without any tension or tightening of the breath, just allowing the breath to be as it wants to be, and our belly to be as it wants to be with that breathing. Letting go of our facial muscles as we're breathing. So we're bringing an awareness to those places and not making ourselves relax, but allowing ourselves to untighten, to drop, to come out of effort. Coming down the neck to the whole shoulder area, top of the chest. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling our lips touching, our tongue, our eyes. Breathing in, breathing out, coming down through the back, the spine to the bottom of the spine and the lower belly, with the middle of the chest as well, the arms, the fingers. And quickly our mind may stray, may wander off into trying to get to something more interesting than just being with the breath as we go down our body. And just this gentle coming back to just this now, just this breathing in, breathing out. And feeling how it is this wish to grab onto something, maybe to think about something important or interesting, to distract ourselves, to go out and be somewhere else in our minds. We can be curious about those little spikes of stimulus. And then this, but why not just be with the breath? This is a gift for now. So we're not condemning ourselves for having those points of distraction. We're just noticing how that feels in the body and breathing in, breathing out, re-establishing awareness in the breath as it breathes the body. Coming down through the hips, the part of us that may be lying on the floor or sitting on a chair, and down the legs to the knees, and down further, encompassing the whole of the legs, lower body down to the feet and toes, and again, coming back to staying with the breath's journey all the way throughout its rhythm. So with the whole body now, we've breathed into all these different parts. Now we can have a whole body sense. Maybe our mind jumps out again into some interesting subject, maybe some problem to solve. And again, we can just notice that in a welcoming way of this is how it is. This is what the mind does. It jumps out to hook on to distractions. So we can be kind with that and gently come back again, letting go of that stimulus of distraction. Like a gift to ourselves of, oh, I don't need to do that actually. I could just be here. It's so simple to just be here with the breath. Sometimes the mind hopping into the future, making plans, or backtracking into the past, going over what we could have said, what we could have done, how things could have or should have been. Just noticing those movements, noticing what a good gymnast our mind is, hopping around. And letting go again of the need to plan to be in the future, the need to be poring over the past, even if it was what just happened before the meditation. Ooh, what happened 30 years ago? Whatever. Almost like it's quite funny noticing our hopping about. So we don't need to take ourselves too seriously and think we're a bad meditator because we can't stay in the present all the time. You can just notice this elastic hopping about the mind does. Maybe be curious about what it's trying to get. Maybe some addiction to some stimulus, some hopping out of something that's now. Maybe a unpleasant sensation or some boredom. And we come back to this melting into the breathing of now. Maybe something we want or something we don't want, some unpleasant sensation or pleasant sensation that we would like for it to last forever. And again, lightly, with humor, noticing and letting it go, relinquishing our interest. In old-fashioned words, it's more renouncing. In modern words, maybe more letting go. And in meditation, we're constantly bringing ourselves back. We're constantly letting go. Finding some stability. And then we get distracted. And then we let go again. With some curiosity into what pulls us. Sometimes like a moth being pulled towards the light. What is that pull? Without necessarily a cerebral understanding, just the feeling sense of being pulled by important things to fix or problems to solve, to think about. And coming back to this breathing in, breathing out. Each breath unique. Bringing our attention now to the subject of our distractions, often something to do with ourself. There's a preoccupation often with the self, something connected to me. And how is that to let go of that me-ness in the moment as it comes up, this being born into a sense of self? I exist through this distraction, this thing I need to attend to. And then there's this letting go of this, noticing this, how does it feel? And letting go of that sense of self, that whatever solidity is being interested in being distracted. Like, who is the main actor of my distractions? So, not as a judgment in any way, just as a curiosity game. Like to keep it fun and light and easy. Noticing our centeredness on ourselves. And how is it to let that go? Allowing our breathing to be just there without focusing too strongly. And the awareness in that, these curiosities of how these different arisings come up in us of self, scenarios involving self. So we're holding it in light awareness. And we can even play at what could I let go of now? Almost like we're sitting on a little boat on a big lake, and the boat is bobbing up and down. And we're waiting for something to arise, our usual mind's tendencies, something to come that wants to pull us from our little boat bobbing on the lake. And then we let go. That, like a conscious effort to keep letting go of what wants to pull us into a meanness. That's the center of things. And if the bobbing of our little boat on the big lake is hardly moving, that's also fine to settle into that and just be with this quietness, not much movement, noticing what does come up, feeling it and letting it go. Just to practice letting go. These last 3 minutes of meditation, I'll be quiet and we can just allow whatever there is that's with you now, that's stayed, this atmosphere that's been created in yourself, by yourself, to be there as it is, gently and kindly, being with. Offering ourselves into this moment and dedicating this moment to our own freedom through letting go and our practice of this other type of gymnastic where we just create a space of awareness, allow things to arise, feel them and let go, feel them and let go, and awareness, feel them and let go. So offering this to ourselves as a light towards our enlightenment and sharing this out with all living beings. Thank you.